So, folks, in this one we are looking at If Only by Queens of the Stone Age, voted for by all these lovely people over at Patreon because it won last month's Patreon vote. If you don't know what Patreon is, check it out in the link below. Lots of fun things over there. Let's dive in and check this one out, shall we? Now, for authenticity, we are tuning our guitar down 2 steps, right? So that's 4 frets worth. So you're going to go down to C standard. So to tune to that, you would have C, F, A sharp, D sharp, G, and C. So if you're playing it in standard tuning, just move everything down 4 frets, right? So rather than starting it on the 8th fret, start it on the 4th fret. So if you don't have a guitar that can go into C standard, you can still play this. Now, in terms of tones, I'm using the skeleton key, funny little boxes. And for the solo, you need a fuzz pedal. I'm using this absolute beauty from JSA Effects. This is a one-off, actually. I do have a smaller form factor version of it that Simon at JSA can make, but I'm going to do a proper video on this one. It's just so cool. It sounds like this. So the opening riff is this. So you're basically playing power chords, but you're going to hammer on and do some little flourishes. Get the gist. So the first bit, and you can use your 3rd finger or 4th finger. I tend to play power chords with my little finger. Okay, so that's the first part. Off, on. Slide it down 1 fret, and then you're going to go to just the 1st finger. Down, up, down. Then a rest. Then you go down to the 5th fret, and you do... that riff. Finger off, down, up, down. Back on for 2. Then you're up to the 8th fret again for this one. But it's down, up, down, okay? So pretty straightforward stuff. 11 times of that, and then when you transfer into the chorus riff, the 12th time would be... So you do that double 16th note, you stay on the 5th fret, right? Like that. So you're going to do a hammer on to 7th, flat finger there, and then you add on the power chord bit of it, right? And then off again. Rest, a little whack, and then a couple of whacks at the end there. The timing when you get to the 10th fret, 'cause it comes in on the 4th beat, is 1, 2, 3. So that again. Alright, you do it 3 times, 4th time. And then you go back into this. Now there is an alternative which does a slightly quicker hammer on, right, which you'll hear sometimes for the chorus. You got that when you go into the 8th fret power chord. Okay, so rather than just playing it straight, you play this. Alright, pretty straightforward, but it's a subtle thing, but there's not many riffs in it, so I thought I'd point it out. Then you go around this riff twice. Then you've got this solo that comes in. So it comes in into that, right? So let's play a little bit of the solo through, shall we? So 1, 2, 3. And around it again, okay? So the first part then we have is little hammer on. Then you go to a bend, half step bend on the 4th fret on the 3rd string. Okay. That's a cool riff, isn't it? Again. So this part, I think that's a kind of a half step bend there, really. So you do, and then you hold it and release it again, right? And then you slide up from 5th to 8th. Slowly then. 1, 2, 3. Then you do this little run. And then around again, okay? So that part. Watch those staccato notes there when you go. Round again. Then you go up to the 12th fret. So you branch off. That's the 4th beat there. The second bit of the solo goes like this. I'll try and play it through. I might have fluffed that last bit up actually, but that you get the idea. So we're going to come in 1, 2, 3 into this part. Again slowly. And then the next part is slowly. Little slide and pull off there. You know, do it with your 2nd or 3rd finger really. Staccato that before the bend. Okay. Yeah, so you go from the bend. That hangs over into the next bar and makes the phrase a little bit odd. So that again, 3, 4. So from this part. those lines. So we've got... like that. And that's the solo. I just realised I had an extra pedal on there, so the actual tone should be... and the other bit should be... etc. Anyway, you get the idea. Then you're back into this. You know, into that stuff. Then you go into the chorus again. Back around the verse again. Then we've got this solo part which goes something like this. 3, 4. That's the first part. So we've got... okay, so this part... that you want to try and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you finish with... that's probably the easiest way to do it, right? Rather than counting each one, because it's too fast. So you'd have 3, 4... like that. Then you play... like that. Again. Then you reintroduce the same phrase, subtly different, but we have... to finish. So that last part, 3, 4... that just rings out, right? And then for the end you just play out 3 times of this. And you end like that. Alright, so again, play it 3 times, and on the 3rd time you'd play... and that is it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon.